The 3 most common digital marketing lies we're going to talk about today, but you won't see them promoted here on this channel. Number 1, you can do this with the skill of a 12-year-old. So easy a 12-year-old can do it, right? This is a stupid easy side hustle and flashing other incomes claim as your own. So you're taking what other people have done and their success, and folks are trying to utilize it on their channel or their post or whatever. So this might ruffle a few feathers here, what we're going to talk about. But all those claims are nothing more than clickbaits. I think most people can see through that like I did. So, over the years in my journey, because it's been a heck of a journey, trying to find a way to build an online business, I've come across all these lies. And I took the bait. I've fallen into that trap. So easy. 12-year-old can do it. Actually kind of shaming people into buying a product or buying a service or, joining a business. It's just a lot of misrepresentation, a lot of false claims and deceptive marketing tactics. And that's resulted in a lot of folks feeling like everything online's a scam. Every opportunity. You can't really blame the people for feeling that way. That's where I was a few months ago. I had been burnt out after years and years of falling for these tricks, falling for the, vacations and the expensive watches and the expensive wines or clothes or cars or whatever. When we really just live in a world where there is a lot of noise, there is a lot of representation and misconceptions, and people just don't trust anymore. We really live in what's called the post-trust era. It's really hard to, believe what you see, because even now, it might not even be real what you see. There's so much AI or, computer generated, photography and that kind of thing. We can't even really too much believe what we see sometimes. In all honesty, really what I've discovered, that to start a legitimate online business, it takes a certain amount of investment, time, and consistency. And if you're over 40 like me, I'm 62 years old. You're watching this video. You may have tried a few of those business opportunities yourself. This isn't your first rodeo getting on YouTube or starting to look, for a potentially an online business. And I'm sure you can relate to what I'm telling you, all the frustrations, all the disappointments when you give your hard-earned money or your time and, it just, you don't have the success that you were led to believe you could have in such a, immediate fashion, like you were led to believe. In fact, I was talking to somebody the other day, and he was sharing that he had gone on, joined a video, like a webinar about a business opportunity. And he was asking them, hey, how do I promote this? And they just told him, oh, just put your link out there. Where? Like on my Facebook page, again, DMing people, sending them my link. They are not even interested in it. And we just both chuckled because isn't that what we all hear? However, that's not, he went to a webinar, so he must have found that information somewhere. And then he went to a webinar. So they have a method of drawing people in, but they were unwilling to share that. So when you come across that right away, you know that those folks are not interested really in helping you overcome some of the common things that we have to overcome in building an online business. So even though we know that it does take, an investment of time, energy, and resources, nobody wants to get sold, right? We don't want to walk away and feel like, man, I just got sold. I bought something, didn't deliver, to me what I thought it was going to be. And then it sucks. And that's the last thing you want to do, is make another decision and get sold again. And man, I have totally understand that. I stayed away from any sort of network marketing or affiliate marketing for years because I was so jaded. And, I decided at that time I was just going to work my 9 to 5, just try to keep, advancing myself in my company, or even to find another company. I was just going to resolve myself to working in a call center, having headset hair, just being a sales rep, working, an hourly plus commission, helping somebody else grow a business. There's been so many companies I've been involved with that I've seen them grow. They've, started hiring more and more employees, they building up the call center. They're on the next floor, and then they're on the next floor. Pretty soon they're taking over the whole building. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you, because there's many folks out there who know exactly what I'm talking about. But still, there was like a burning desire in my gut. I just knew that maybe I just didn't make all the dots yet. Maybe I could have done something differently. Maybe I could have, found something that supported me a little bit or gave me the tools that I needed to build this business while I was working my full-time job. So, what I have found, finally came across a course that helped me to develop these skills, these high income skills that I need to learn how to put all these components together and use automations. And what this course did is provided me the foundation, because really that's what I was missing. I had to learn a new skill set, and I was not aware of that prior, because I was just going by what everybody else told me. Just buy the product, sign up, send your link out to all your friends and family, make your list of 100 people. So I finally, got real with myself and said, listen, I just need to learn a different set of skills that I didn't know anything about. It really helped my mind to start seeing solutions instead of obstacles, because it provided me solutions to all the questions that I had or came up when you find out what it takes to, start an online business. And most importantly, it gave me a support of a community, not a community that tells you, oh, just put your link out there. No, a community of like-minded people that have questions just like you, that are there to get the support they need from a mentor who's been in the industry over 16 years and has positioned herself now to be in a space where she can work less and earn more. I mean, really, isn't that what we all want? And just to help me and all the folks that are in this community, a lot of them are working 9 to 5, and they're able to build out their business. So while the course will take you step by step and click by click that, maybe a 12-year-old can do it, it's going to definitely take more than that. First thing you got to do is invest in yourself. So let's just talk about that for a minute. It does require a certain amount of investment, because, when I first heard that, I'm like, okay, here we go, not again. That's really what I've been doing. I've been spending my money, buying packages, buying bundles, buying this and that. So I really doubted my decision when I came across this course. I wasn't sure if maybe online digital, the whole marketing space was for me. Maybe, that's just wasn't my jam, so to speak, for me to do. I knew that it was going to take, some sort of investment, and really, honestly, I was okay with that, because, that's just how it works. And when I came across this digital course, it seemed to fill all the voids that I thought that I needed help with, and it did that plus more. And all the things that I didn't know that I needed to build an online business and make it something feasible for me while I was still working, my 9 to 5 job. And as far as affordability, this course gave me the ability to pay in payments. There's Afterpay, Klarna, Affirm. So I utilized that option too to get myself started. And after I invested, I just dove in. I became a student of the course. I just started taking it one by one. I made a commitment daily to start consuming, the education. If you're working, I was like, well, how am I going to do that while I work? Well, I just started during my lunch hour, before and after work, and on the weekends. And I was really surprised. I was really surprised how doable it became. Each module and section is broken down into bite-sized pieces. And with the videos, I was able to see what someone was doing, listen to what they were doing, and then turn around and apply it in my office, in my back office, to put all the components that I needed together to make it finally get it done with all the automations. So I didn't understand the power of automations until I got this course. And that allows me to work my full-time job during the day, and my business runs by itself in the background 24/7. I never have to worry about fulfilling any orders or processing any payments. All of that is done for you. And I was really hesitant when I first started the course because I'm not necessarily tech savvy. I didn't know anything about a sales page, landing pages, funnels, payment options, email marketing campaigns. I don't know any of that. But with each module, it just kind of, everything just kind of built on, one thing after the other. So that, of course, helped my confidence grow because I felt like I was getting traction and I was accomplishing something. Even though, that phrase of so easy a 12-year-old can do it. Well, if you're over 40, and like I said earlier, I'm 62. When I was 12, our biggest issue was getting home before that street light came on, right? Before mom and dad had to come and find us. That's what we were worried about. So we live in a, little different world today. Back then there was no internet, no, home computers. So none of that even resonates with me, when I hear that. It doesn't make sense when I hear others say that, when I hear people say that it's stupid easy, anyone can do it. Because when I was coming up, we didn't have those options, and they're just oversimplifying and not setting the correct expectations. That's one thing that I think is so important. You have to set realistic expectations. And I think when people get started in some of these businesses, we are not presented with the correct expectations. So then it's immediate failure right out the gate. So, from the get-go, right away, this digital marketing course never presented itself as that, as it's, so easy a 12-year-old could do it. It's super easy, stupid easy side hustle. So right there kind of made me, want to listen up a little bit more, because I knew, okay, maybe there is something to this. And, it was really clear it was going to take time, effort, and consistency. It's self-paced course, so that was great for me. I didn't have to check in and, there was no pressure, so to speak. I mean, I definitely had my own sort of, expectation of timeline that I put on myself, but, there isn't anybody putting you under that pressure. So really that whole phrase or those lies that we went over, it's a disrespect, really now I realize, to all the digital marketers who have the experience, expertise, and the hours that they've spent in their business. Now things have changed and they were maybe like 10 years ago, even online. Things are much easier. They've created things in such ways that really it made it, the barrier of entry has been reduced, that wall to entry, getting on the online space. So there's so many things that are so much easier now to get going. So actually, it's easier for people now to do it, but it still takes those three things. You've got to understand there is an investment, you've got to be consistent, and you've got to get yourself in a community so that you can get the support you need when you have those questions, especially when you're not familiar with some of the terminology or the ways things need to be set up. And then with the income claims, that was one thing that I did not see here when I, purchased the course from my mentor. There was no false income claims. All those do is prey on people's desperation, and they're just fake, especially online. People are very skeptical. So I was looking just for truth. I wanted to feel that there was some truth to what I was hearing. And I think innately, we all have that gut instinct. We can tell, man, when somebody's trying to pull something over on us, I think that skill is hopefully getting more honed with all the bullshit that's happening in the world today. We're starting to see the truth come out on a variety of different things, but people have every right, especially in the online space, to filter information, process it, whether it's true. So no one really should get offended. When people start asking for proof of income, other posers, the digital marketing space will get offended. So, because that information is so easy to copy and paste now from somebody else's true income claim. And anyways, it just ends up leaving, people in a bad taste. in their mouth, and they talk about big money, and then they get all prickly when people say, well, how'd you do that? They don't want to share that with you. So as far as it being stupid easy, everyone can do it, then here's a challenge from me to you. Go ahead and keep, apply for those stupid easy side hustles. Many of them don't work. I mean, they never did for me, and there's a lot. I'm not the only one. That's why I'm making this video today, because I see those lies all the time, and you just gotta stop, and you just gotta see through it. But as humans, we want the easy, right? We don't like to feel the pain. We want something quick, especially when we know we have a full-time job. We're just like, well, here's another thing, on my plate. But those things don't work. I've tried them. I'm sure that you have tried them. One thing I was looking for again was I wanted to be in business by myself, for myself, but not necessarily by myself. I knew that I needed that support. I was hoping that I would find that, and I certainly did, with the mentoring and the coaching, just to fine tune my results and be around folks in that same headspace like me, that are growing, that are pushing themselves, that are getting out of their comfort zone and having results. Personally, it does bleed out. Whatever you grow, any sort of personal growth does bleed out into your personal life, not only your business. And again, this course, it provided me that foundation, that one foundation building on top of the other. It helped me to change my mindset, and now I have access to the coaching. So this is how myself and others are positioning themselves to start earning while they're still working their 9-to-5 job. So there's nothing scary. Nobody asked me to quit my job. Nobody told me, well, you're not having results because you're not giving it enough time. No, it's already the 15th of September, 2024. We're almost in the fourth quarter of the year now, and my message today is just like, if this is kind of what you're struggling with, if you've been looking for another opportunity to start an online business, really, what are you waiting for? That's the question that you should be asking yourself. That's the question that I ask myself. Toni girl, if you don't do it now, when are you going to do it? So I already had that sense of urgency. The question like that actually haunted me at night. It would weigh on my mind, and I knew that I needed to take action. So if there's anything that I can clarify for you or help you understand about this course a little better, no strings attached. I'm not going to do any kind of gatekeeping or anything like that. I'm very transparent. Hey man, if I said anything that resonated with you today, go ahead and like and subscribe this video, drop a comment, and visit my website. Go ahead and take a look and check it out, what I put together there for me. And you guys have a great weekend. You're welcome.